Howdy folks, AJ coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer, and I've got my headphones on because I just got through doing a little bit of co-op with a buddy of mine, and we actually were doing a co-op game of Aliens, Colonial Marines, and I know everybody's going to flame and freak out on the comments below saying, holy shit, how are you playing that horrible game? Well, I'll tell you, it's on sale right now on Steam for $5. And my buddy said, hey, you know, for co-op, it's actually kind of fun. So for $5, I picked it up. And the last, well, I don't know, at least a couple of hours, we've been doing the co-op campaign. We're doing the regular campaign in co-op. And we've been having a lot of fun. I heard that there's been a big patch since it was initially released. And that was probably included in my download because I just bought it this weekend. So I didn't see a whole lot wrong with it. Now, I will say one thing that is absolutely atrocious, and that is the in-game video chat. Or sorry, not video chat, but voice chat. The in-game voice chat is terrible. It's terabad. It cuts, I mean, it's constantly cutting in and out. It doesn't have any the sensitivity is so bad, so sensitive, that you're constantly cutting each other off, and it's terrible. And we tried to use the in-game Steam voice chat, regular Steam voice chat, and it wouldn't work because the game has built-in voice chat. So in any case, that is one thing that I absolutely have to agree with. That it's horrible. So, but as far as the fun factor of going through, and it gives you the feeling of being in an Alien or Aliens movie, where you're you're one of the Marines as a team trying to figure out what's going on and fight all this stuff. It is a blast. I mean, you find legendary weapons that link to the movies, you know, from characters in the movies, weapons that they carried. So for me, for $5, I got my $5 worth. So that's all I can say. So if I'm sure that I'm going to get a few people that are going to say, you know, they're going to say, oh, it was terrible, and you shouldn't reward people that make bad games. You shouldn't reward them with money at all, and so forth. And well, if it was $20, I wouldn't have bought it. If it was $15, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But for $5, like I said, I got my $5 worth, and I'm having a blast with it. So, and it doesn't hurt, you know, that, of course, when me and my buddies, we play, you know, we're always drinking beer and stuff, so. And just in case you're wondering, today's selection is, well, I've already had a couple, but this is the one that's in my mug right now. This is my Abita Amber, which is one of my all-time favorite beers. It's from Abita Springs, Louisiana, and they have their own mountain spring, or I shouldn't say mountain spring. They have their own natural spring on the property there where the brewery is, and that's where they get the water to make the beer. And I really do think that the spring water makes a definite difference in the flavor of their beer. But their brewing process is really good too. We've been to me and my buddies have been to the brewery, and when we were in New Orleans, we went and took a side trip there. So anyway, if you ever get a chance to go to New Orleans, it's worth the 30-minute drive to Abita Springs to visit the brewery and get a little tour, and they have a little restaurant there and everything, so it's pretty cool. Earlier, I was having a Sierra Nevada Porter, and I'm sure everybody is familiar with Sierra Nevada from Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. That's their most popular beer. But their other beers are really good too, and this one, the Porter, was no exception. So, in any case, that's what's going on. We're playing video games, we're drinking beer, and I have been the other thing is I've been following the Heroes of Cosplay show that has, I believe it's on Sci-Fi Network, and I've watched the first 3 episodes. The 4th one, I think, is this coming up week. And because I had a couple people that called me and said, hey, you know, if you're into all that, geek culture and all that stuff, you got to watch Heroes of Cosplay. And I'm getting a kick out of it because I love all the references to video games and movies, TV shows, comic books, the whole bit. So, I mean, there's your standard reality show drama that goes on. But aside from that, just seeing how some people can transform themselves into an actual character, and the care and the time that they put into it, the dedication and everything, is kind of neat. A couple of them did Dungeons and Dragons characters. One did a Drow character, and the other one did a Tiefling. So I thought that was pretty cool. So if you're not watching that show, you might want to check it out. So, and then the last thing that I wanted to cover in this video was that our Salt Lake City Comic-Con is coming up this week, and I've told you all about it before in other videos, but apparently this Comic-Con is set to break all the records for an inaugural year ticket sales. We've already something like 30,000 tickets that they've already sold for Salt Lake Comic-Con, and apparently that's going to break the record, which for a first year, which I believe the record was Denver before or something like that. But anyway, we won't know for sure, of course, until the con happens. But that's what the rumor is. So keeping fingers crossed that this becomes a huge convention every year, and we get a lot more out-of-state people and everything like that. We've got a lot of really good names coming to this thing. So anyway, I've linked it before, but if you're interested, just saltlakecomiccon.com is where you can get all the info. If you're close enough to where you wanted to travel and see it, I think it'd be a great idea. So anyway, that's all for tonight, guys, and we'll catch you on the flip side.